Most of Indians like guitar. That's right. Four melodic and four drawn as well.
Namaste everyone, good evening. Welcome to an evening of Indian classical music. For those who are here and those who are viewing this online, we've had quite a day. East Coast has been hit with what they call a bomb cyclone. And we had a lot of snow, and almost feels like all the divine beings from the celestial heavens have come to listen to this music tonight. With the winds that were blowing, that's the feeling that I got. So tonight, for many of you, first time, and especially in Shanti Mandir, first time we're having a slide guitarist perform Indian classical music. So let's give a warm welcome to Joel Veena ji. And accompanying him is our good friend Ehren Hanson. So Joel Veena has been studying, he used to play guitar and still plays guitar for different bands and Western music, but has taken up the art of Indian classical music since 2007 and studies from the legendary Pandit Alok Lahiri from Calcutta, and travels quite a bit to India and many different places for performances, lecture demonstrations, and usually I give an intro on the instrument itself, but he will give us the intro for tonight. But suffice to say, it's a guitar with 20 strings, 4 melodic, 4 drone, and 12 sympathetic. So the sympathetic, as you know, gives the feeling of the raga that he'll play tonight. And as it is with Indian classical music, the notes aren't cut. They build a bridge between 2, 3 multiple notes. And so Joel will demonstrate that with his a slider, metallic slider, a steel bar. And so when he slides it, it gives a feeling of that Indian classical music sliding between multiple notes. And we're really happy to have you. And he's stayed with us for one day, and he'll stay with us for a couple more. So really happy to have him here. And accompanying him is our dear friend Ehren Hanson from Brooklyn. Many of you have seen him perform here multiple times, as well as conduct workshops with the legendary Pandit Anindo Chatterjee, his Guruji. He's been learning tabla for 22 years, and he's played with many Western musicians and many well-known Indian musicians. He does solos and accompanies, so we're really happy to have you. And most of you already know the history of tabla from previous concerts and the bowls that it produces. So let's give our undivided attention to the music tonight. And this music is divine. So when you listen to the alap, or when the tabla has joined and there's rhythmic phrases, try to close your eyes from time to time and take that music in. And it will really still your mind and bring a lot of love and harmony within yourselves. So again, Joel, Veena on slide guitar, and Ehren Hanson on tabla.
Thank you so much, Vinay. And really grateful and appreciative to be invited to play for you here in Shanti Mandir. It's a every musician, likes to get a call like the one that I got from Vinay. Then he said, I really like your playing, and I'd like you to come here, and we'll host you. And yeah, it feels really good to be invited. And so I'd like to try to forward that feeling of blessing and appreciation onto you, audience. And I will tell you the history of this instrument, but I think maybe it's best to start with you get to know it by its sound. And so we'll begin with Rag Patdeep. This is a late afternoon rag, and I'll begin with a section called Alap, which is a rhythmless invocation of the personality of the raga. Patdeep is I'm outlining its character, its emotions, its notes, to gradually make it present in the room with us. This develops into a rhythmic portion called the jor. The jor comes to an end, and then I am joined by the tabla. We'll play 2 compositions for you. Both compositions are from my Guruji, Pandit Alok Lahiri. And yeah, just give thanks for life. We're so happy to be here to play for you. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Really nice to play for you. And so I can tell you a little bit about this instrument. Just letting the vibration of the rag kind of mellow out. Oh yeah, and I get a mic. Thanks. So rag Patdeep, late afternoon rag, taking us into the evening now. So this instrument we call Indian slide guitar, and it came about because of maybe originally a Hawaiian musician by the name of Tao Moe, who had a residency at the Kolkata Taj Hotel in the 1930s and again in the 40s. And at this time, Hawaiian slide guitar music was becoming like a global craze, a global, a fad, I guess you could say. And it was not uncommon for Hawaiian guitarists to be placed and having residencies in all over the world in far-flung places. And so Tao Moe and his family are there in Kolkata, and they start to ushered in an era of Hawaiian guitar in Kolkata that then spread throughout India. And it originally took hold as this instrument as an easy way to play film songs on your own, which is a little bit mind-blowing for me because this instrument, it takes a lot of practice to be able to play in tune. But the idea was that you'd get this guitar, and that evolved into, there's an Indian tradition of lap steel guitar that went in that direction. Around, I guess the early 60s or late 50s, a man, Brij Bhushan Kabra, started to try to play Indian classical music on the slide guitar and try to get all of the nuance of the Indian classical music to come out on the slide guitar. So the pulling, the bending, the chikari. So he actually added a string for that chikari. And he was very successful. He became A-graded All India Radio, recorded an album called Call of the Valley with Hari Prasad Chaurasia, a bansuri player, and Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma, santur. And this album was incredibly successful. It was probably the first world music mega hit. And so people like George Harrison, the other Beatles, a lot of the folks like Jerry Garcia in the 60s, all of these people, their first exposure to Indian classical music was this album, Call of the Valley, which was Indian slide guitar, bamboo flute, bansuri, and santur. And now, these instruments are becoming more and more sophisticated. This one is made in Kolkata. It was made by Baba Sindhu Biswas, who unfortunately is no more with us. And some great innovations that have happened with this instrument is that now this is one continuous piece, unlike a lot of guitars and unlike even what Brij Bhushan Kabra played on. This is one piece and the neck is hollow. And now we have 12 wonderfully resonating strings. And there have been other artists to come after him And now this instrument is relatively well respected in the classical circles because of their work. So that's the story of Indian slide guitar. As far as I know, this is also from my own research and from talking with my teachers and talking with people. So if you find out more information, I'd love to hear about it. Next, I would love to play for you a little bit of rag jog. Jog is an evening rag, and it's related to the word yog, and has a devotional feeling, and that's why I thought to play it here in the ashram, is to try to bring out that yog that's there in the rag. My teacher, Pandit Alok Lahiri, he told me about this rag. He said you can imagine taking a big offering of flowers, like almost bursting from your hands, and putting it there at the idol. And that feeling like you have something a lot to give. But also it's not a lot, right? It's just flowers for the deity. So thank you. I need to tune a little bit, so I appreciate your patience. Actually, I'll say just for musicians here and the raga musicians is my Guruji's approach to jog is centered around a ma, and this concept of jog as a combination of tilang and malkans. And so this can happen in Indian classical music where some of the older rags and scales and ideas, the people try combining them. And if it sticks, and it sticks basically because the audience gives a favorable response when people try to do this. If it sticks, then it becomes a full-fledged rag of its own. Is that this tradition is very much alive and evolving, as we speak. Even our, my attempt to play for you, this is also affecting the music as a whole. So jog is a combination of these two old rags that has come into popularity. And the way that, I guess what I'm trying to say is that the way that we learned it and we play it, we really try to show these rags and their connection in them. So I'll give it a try, and thank you. Rag jog. I'll start with a short alap, not like the other one, not the 3 sections one after one. It'll be a short alap, sometimes called ochar, and then Ehren brother will join me again in 16 beats composition, Teen Tone. still have 20 minutes. Why don't you small bit? I'd like to come. Well, actually, I've been speeding through these a little bit, so maybe I add a piece in here. Play a little bit of original music for you. This is a song that I wrote. I'm surprising you a little bit, but it's just it's just an 8 beats. Yeah. This is a song called "The Peacock," and I wrote this when I was asked to play at a wedding of a Jewish woman and a Hindu man. And I was asked to play at that wedding, and they said nothing too. We don't really want the ragas. Nothing too like pulling and plaintive. I think was the word that they said. We don't want anything plaintive. That's a good question. And so I came up with this melody that I thought was very cheerful, and then I'm thinking, what should I call this song? What should I that I wrote, that I was inspired to create? And I'm driving in my car, and I'm thinking about this melody, and I'm on a back road in Vermont, and all of a sudden a peacock jumps out from the foliage in front of my car, and luckily I'm driving very slow because this is in the wilderness, and I slow down, and he doesn't know to. I was like really thinking about this song a lot, and I'm driving behind him, and then he at one point like opens his tail feathers, and it was like very shocking in the car, and that's when I was like, this is called The Peacock, this song that I'm thinking of. So this is the story of how this song got its name. It is not based in any rag, but you may hear Dadra, 6 beats. This is a composition also from my Guruji. And for those who don't know, Rag Bhairavi is a morning rag, but we often play it at the end of a Indian classical concert. It's considered the dessert, I guess, if you will. And no rag is meant to follow Bhairavi. It's thought that the depth of expression, the possibilities of this rag are so vast that it's like after you play that, then it's like, okay, that's the end. You've done it. My thought of how this became at the end of the concert is from attending in India and also in our New York City. We have these all-night Indian classical concerts, and you can hear rag after rag according to the time of day. So you show up in the evening, you hear the early evening, 2 in the morning, you hear the 2 in the morning rag, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. Then usually the headlining artist comes on as the sun is rising the following day, and they will play this rag at that time. So with a little bit of tuning, play some lighter before.
Thank you everybody for coming, and I see some people coming even in the snowstorm. So, and that was amazing, Joel. And like I said, first time for Shanti Monday to host a slide guitar concert. And while I was sitting, while you were playing Rag Patdeep, I could see the sun setting. It was probably one of the most beautiful sights. I don't know if you guys could see, maybe not in the camera, but from there, you could really see. It's like, okay, maybe the sun deity has come out to listen to the music from the clouds. So, we have wonderful musicians in the audience. Peter Fagiola, amazing pakhavaj player, and Camila, an amazing sarod player. So thank you for coming. And I'd like to say something about Ehren Hanson. He has been promoting Indian classical music for long time, over 2 decades. And many of you have heard of Brooklyn Raga Massive. That started by Ehren Hanson and Camila as well. Many of his friends are also co-hosting the platform. And Ehren has started something recently on VOC platform. And he invites musicians from all around the world. And they host event every single week. And they host hundreds of artists. And this is to support them through COVID. They were supported. And, I'm sorry? Yeah, and they pay the artists handsomely as well. So really happy that Ehren, you're supporting these musicians. Anybody who's out there who would like to check out the website, voc.com, if you sign up, you'll see concerts after concerts. So thank you for promoting Indian classical music. And both of these musicians, as you know, were born and brought up in America, right? And for them to learn Indian classical music is a big undertaking. And not only have they learned the music, but they've also learned culture. So they speak Bengali, Gujarati, a little bit of Hindi, and from what I know, Ehren Hanson is an amazing Indian cook. So you'll have to come up here and cook for us sometime. He makes it really spicy, by the way. So with the spirit of Indian classical music, I wanted to wait till the end to say it, but it's completely improvised. And both of these musicians have met for the first time. So they've spoken on the phone, and I'm sure they've performed on VOC. But they met for the first time, and they played together for the first time. So that kind of summarizes Indian classical music. It's completely improvised, based on the knowledge of the raga and the knowledge of the rhythmic cycle, tal. They're able to come together. So again, thank you so much for coming and blessing us with your music, and hope you come again. Sadhgurunath Maharaj ki jai.